Hello, it's Mac here, and today I'm talking about the possibility of GTA Online updates ending very soon, and whether Red Dead Redemption 2 will sort of end the life cycle of GTA Online. So, a couple days ago, actually it's more like a week at this point, Yan2295 put out a post on his website. If you don't know who Yan is, essentially, I guess you could call him a reputable leaker. I mean, I don't know if he necessarily does the leaks himself. A lot of people in the community trust him, and so he did put out this post on the newswire saying that he has an inside source in Rockstar saying that they're gonna end GTA Online eventually. So he put out a post on his website, and I'll have a link in the description to that post, and I'm gonna be talking about it in this video. However, I do want to say that take this with a grain of salt. We're not sure right now when the end of GTA Online will be. However, I do think that this sparks a good discussion about whenever GTA Online will end. So he says on his website that according to what he heard, GTA Online updates are going to slow down this year and then stop around the time of Red Dead Redemption 2, which should be fall of 2017, unless the game gets delayed. So he says, you would think that Rockstar would want to end GTA Online with something big, but what if we already got that something big? Don't you think that the import-export update felt different and would have been a good way to end GTA Online updates? Well, that's because if you go back around a year, that's exactly what they intended to do. Import-export was supposed to be the last GTA Online update. Now, I want to stop there. I don't know where he's getting at with this. I gotta say, I didn't see the reason why import-export is the final update. Maybe I'm missing something, and maybe, I'm not sure what about it made it feel like it was the last update. Maybe there's something I'm missing, but honestly, if I was going to say like an update that felt like it should have been the last update, probably would have been executives and other criminals. So then he goes on to say that we're now over 3 years after the release of GTA Online, and it still brings a lot of money. So guess who wants more updates? Take-Two, of course. Now, if you don't know who Take-Two is, essentially they are the parent company of both Rockstar and 2K. And so essentially they do a lot of the business side of things, and so that's what Take-Two is. And so Yan says that GTA Online is their cash cow now, and they don't want it to die, even though Rockstar are done with it. Rockstar are out of ideas and out of resources at this point, so what happens when the devs are out of ideas and resources? But they are forced to make more updates. They will come up with smaller and less creative updates, maybe reusing content for previous updates and use them in a different way. So I could see that actually happening. I could see Take-Two going, because since Take-Two also owns 2K, 2K hasn't really published that many cash cows in the past couple years, especially in 2016, where, you know, sort of their two biggest releases kind of failed. You had Mafia 3, which had a decent success, but kind of just fell off over time. And then you also have Battleborn, which just was dead on arrival anyways. So I could see them going, since they're a public company, and since they have investors and stuff, I could see Take-Two going, we need to get more money to show these investors. So really, GTA Online has to be making money for them, and it has. Whenever the Leslie Benzies lawsuit was going on, I think back in April of 2016, one thing that was in the lawsuit was that GTA Online at that point had made over $500 million just from online. You know, of course the game has sold a lot more than that, but just from online and shark cards and stuff, $500 million. So it's probably at the point where right now, at this point, because that was, you know, back a year and a half ago. And so Yan ends the post saying that apparently Rockstar North is divided in 4 parts as of now. Some people are helping San Diego with Red Dead Redemption 2. Some people started working on the next GTA, and some people are working on another game. So you're left with only a few people to work on GTA Online. You can't have updates as big as we had in the past when you have 4 times less devs working on GTA Online. That's just impossible. So essentially what he's getting at is that Rockstar at this point is not only out of ideas for GTA Online, but also they're at the point where they don't have enough staff to work on GTA Online, because while Rockstar is a big company, all of their other people, and you know, at least at Rockstar North, they have many other studios like San Diego, but San Diego's working on Red Dead Redemption 2. And so you have Rockstar North, which only has a few devs working on GTA Online at this point, and I'm sure they're kind of burnt out on the game since they've been working on it for the past 3 years. I don't see GTA Online ending until Red Dead Redemption 2 comes out. Who knows what updates we'll get in 2017, but I feel like we'll get at least a few. I could see updates sort of not necessarily as big as import-export or finance and felony or even the biker DLC, but I could see updates coming out, sort of like Cunning Stunts or something like that. Because Cunning Stunts wasn't that big of an update, but in my opinion, it was one of the best updates in 2016. It was a lot of fun, and I really did enjoy Cunning Stunts. I could also see other DLCs that are like the surprise January 2016 update that we saw, which added the Sultan RS, the Drop Zone update, and we also saw the Banshee 900R in that. I could see that happening. Have them bring in, sports cars or supercars, and, just cars that have already been in the game from the beginning, but have them turn into Benny's vehicles. Also, adversary modes will probably continue, because those probably don't take much time for Rockstar to add in, and it probably brings back a number of players. And also, events will probably go on longer. And I would kind of hope that Import-Export isn't the final update, because I'm sure you've noticed, all the problems that Import-Export has had and that we've been having with Import-Export since pretty much it's come out. Save and failed errors, error join in GT Online. It seems like after Import-Export, something they did is wrong. And not only are the connection problems, much higher than before, and they were actually pretty bad before, but now they're so much worse, and now you get all the save and failed errors, and there's so many errors in GT Online. I hope that this isn't the final update. I hope they can do at least something to fix those with a new update. And so, personally, I don't see Rockstar ending until Red Dead Redemption 2 comes out. Now, after Red Dead Redemption 2, who knows? Now, it depends on whether Red Dead Redemption 2 does very well. It would make kind of sense that they would want to end GT Online if Red Dead Redemption 2 Online is doing very well. And that's why I feel like Red Dead Redemption 2 is coming out 4 years after GT Online. Who knows that they could have just released one, a few years ago, but then it would have taken away from GT Online's success. So I could see why they want to, hold off 4 years until Red Dead Redemption 2 Online, starts to take off. But at the same time, will, GT Online players go and play Red Dead Redemption 2? Because me personally, I'm very excited for Red Dead Redemption 2 because I'm a bigger fan of that Wild West theme and just the overall atmosphere of Red Dead Redemption. But I know that's not for everyone. A lot of people just love GT Online, and they don't care about, the sort of Wild West theme of Red Dead Redemption. And of course, Red Dead Redemption, who knows what they're going to be doing with the online on that. Since the time period is set in the past, who knows what they could be doing with, updates and stuff, because, of course, there's going to be less weapons in that time period. You can't have, supercars or jets or anything like that. And some people, that's why they don't like Red Dead Redemption. They don't like having, worse technology and stuff like that. But at the same time, even just for Rockstar, it could see, you don't have enough stuff that you can put into the game because it's set, 100 years in the past. So I could see that happening. Now, me personally, I feel like once Red Dead Redemption 2 comes out, I'll probably be playing that a lot more than GT Online for at least a few months. Then after that, who knows? Whether Red Dead Redemption 2 will be getting DLC, we don't know at this point. Personally, I probably will go back to GT Online and then play both of them. But I feel like this sparks a good discussion. What will you be playing? Will you be playing Red Dead Redemption 2? Do you think that it will overtake GT Online and then Rockstar will just end support for GT Online? Because I hope not. But at the same time, GT Online at that point will be 4 years old. And, that's better than a lot of games can say that they've been going strong. But let me know your thoughts on this in the comments. What are your thoughts on GT Online ending? Do you think that the updates will be ending in GT Online? Or do you not believe Yan? And do you think that just, they're going to keep going just like last year they, put out tons of updates? Do you think that they'll be doing lots of that with this year? Or do you think they're going to be ending? Let me know your thoughts on that in the comments. Hope you enjoy. Feedback so appreciated. I'll see you guys in the next video.